embarrassing story. Just another day, someone said that, when I was in the Senate, the president of the Senate told me I did not put a hand up. My people, in a very soft tone. Yes, they are correct. You will not see my hair because every time I put it on, you'll be sleeping. So how you see my hair? Mr. President, you will not be. Now you see my hair. But you forgot to know that for the first time, our chair recognized me. And everybody, the 30 men in that room, the 29 men in that room said our passport will be $50. George Manawia. I argued with them for 3 hours. They were never happy. Our parents go to the market, they can't even make $50. Our passport can be $50. And somebody come to say, when they in the Senate, I can put my hand off. I don't just talk. You know what I'm saying? I will talk to say the right thing at the right time. So can be successful in what I do. And today, your passport stayed the same. I was a senator at that time. You understand? I lived in Riyadh. I lived for the former vice president in that area. I lived there for a long time. I'm the custodian of that place. Riyadh today, look at Riyadh, and even look at where he's lived. We fix it. Somebody called me and said, fixer. How do you understand about it? You call yourself fixer? What are you fixing? What are you fixing? No. This country, God brought the country back. You understand? What we want to say to you, it is your time. And all of you that registered to vote, in August, they're going to announce the day that we're going to use the word vote. And I want to caution you, because we are government. We are government. We want...
Okay. So, for fact checking, for matter, the statement President Weah made about passport, we Googled it, and I want Samara to read that part if he's accurate on the price of passport as per his ascendancy to presidency and prior to it when he was a senator. So Samara, please.
Okay, so it says the reduction which takes effect on Monday, November 23rd, 2020 will see ordinary passport be sold for $40 from $50.
Okay.
While the express passport will be issued for $80 from $100. And then a passport for diaspora Liberians will now be sold for $160 but decrease from $200.
Okay, Samara, one format I don't will analyze. I want you to bring me 2023 update. Okay.
Yeah. So let's go to the update to hear. Do we have it there?
Yeah. She's trying to get it.
Okay.
So the fact here is when we look at our life and just decide to criticize, like Famata said this morning in her motivational quote, always learn to see the good in other people. Even when they're small, you will see. Stop looking for people's mistakes. But instead, look at the good they have done in a way they contribute to society. If we start understanding life from a positive perspective, we will notice that as a elegant lady, or when you are placed in a situation, the best thing you can do is to look for good around you in order to always stimulate positive atmosphere around you. So President Weah is a very, very confucianist. I would say that when you come to him harsh, he will come back to you double than what you gave him. So that's just what he's saying. So people terms to criticize him and thinking that he will not respond. He will respond when you're not even expecting him to respond. That's who President Weah is. So he's just being honest, telling the Liberian people his own contribution. Like he said, you think I was sleeping? I was not sleeping. He actually tried to tell us what he was doing when he was a senator. So I only see the part where the statement he making, but he also talking about his contribution to Mama Liberia. That's the most important thing. So if you tend to criticize Famata, look at the good that Famata has done in the past. Now because you're not wearing Famata's shoes, you should stay on the fence and judge her. So that's what President Weah is trying. That's my own understanding from what he said here in this audio. I don't know if Samra, you already get the update for 2023.
2023, they are saying that 2023 passport applicants residing in Liberia shall pay $40 United States as processing fee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this amount is payable at Passport Application Center.
Thank you very much. So that's all we wanted to see if it's still the same from 2020 till now.
Okay.
So his statement is correct.
It's still $40 and Express 80.
His statement is correct. So he actually meant well for this country and continue to see that across the country.
Okay, but did you guys also find out to know as to whether surely he was the one who brought up that?
Okay, for that part, he was part of the section when the discussion for the price was going on.
Okay.
He was one of those senators that were against the increase of the prices on passport. So he sentenced to power. He made sure that in 2020 that press actually hold, which is the $40 that we were previously. That was this article was published on November 14, 2020.
Okay.
So he actually made sure that happens.
So I can also speak to it that some part of last year I went for my passport. Was it last year? I think this year. I went for my passport and I went for expert, and a day after I got it. I actually paid $80 and I got it compared to the first one I went for that I paid for it, and it had to take 1 week before I could get it. But the moment I went and paid the $80, my stuff was processed, and the next day I went and got it. So if he contributed or he was among those who worked towards that happening, that was a good one, really. And these are things we actually want to see happening in Liberia. At various ministries and agencies, that if someone went there for a kind of document, the person should be told that you will get it maybe tomorrow or the after tomorrow. The person should go there and be able to get it, and not when you are being told that you will get this document this time. You have to be going paying your way every now and then, and you have to go through this other office, pay this money, go through the other office, pay the other money for the person to sign, and all of that. That's not how it should be actually, because you find that in Liberia, one way or the other, every one of us, we are like striving to survive. So someone shouldn't be there where you are already being paid for being in our office to do the work that you are doing, and then you want to collect money from the common people again. That's not something we should get involved with, really.
Sir, it's 8 o'clock already. Are we bringing the person on?
Okay, I'm seeing something here.
Okay.
It says promise kept. Foreign Ministry reduces passport price, launches major reform to ensure accountability and integrity.
Yeah, we already checked that on the website. So I think the public will want to see a little bit about President Weah's statement. I don't know from that before we go to our next talking point after our break. But the fact there is, the guy is informed. Everything he says, he knows what he's saying. And I am happy that he can see things from a positive perspective for Mama Liberia. As a leader, you should know that these simple things affect your people. And that's what he's doing. As for the passport issue, I can testify that even me and my children, when we went for our passport, the process was not difficult. But before, when I got my passport in 2015 from my dad, I walk. The process was just not easy for me. Even the birth certificate before I get it was not easy. But now the process is just smooth. if you go pay your money before you look, like from other side, you get what you are putting in for.
Okay, so where can we go? Let's let's um let's have the public interaction on the passport issue or the president's statement before we go forward. And I hope when we return, we will have our first person to discuss on is it the spawn issue?
Yeah, we have to lead it basic. I don't know.
Yes, so let's take one or two calls
Okay.
and then we'll come back. So to participate this morning, call on 07709079070, and have your say about the president's statement as it relates to what were some of the things he had been doing. Because some people think that while he was at the Senate and all of that, he was just there playing, how do you call that game?
PlayStation.
Zuma.
Okay, Zuma.
Because that's what we heard, that he was there. He wasn't doing anything. He wasn't saying anything. He was there and
He
playing
wasn't even
Zuma.
talking in the house.
He
So
would
he
just
came
go
up
all
and he
day
said that the
and play
passport
Zuma.
issue, he talked about it. So if you are there listening, if you are following our life, we encourage you to share this this video. Keep following, and you can drop your comments there too. It will be read out later. You drop all of your comments there. It will be read out later. And we are saying about the phone lines already. Just a second, it will be on. Okay. So you can call us on 0770907907907, 0880907907, and be able to make a contribution. I think we have a call there.
No, not yet.
Okay. But then I think it's coming on. 770907907, 880907907. Make your contribution as it relates to President Bia's speech in Buchanan, and also the passport issue. What he said that he was in the House of Senate and he spoke for 3 hours debating that passports should be sold for $40 Liberian. Yeah.
And I think Liberians are seeing the result of that today.
Yeah. We have a call.
We just lost that.
Okay, so I don't know if we can start the Spoon Network discussion.
Let's go to anything. We will come back and just take all of the calls at once.
At once, yeah.
So
You want to
Now
read?
over,
yeah, go ahead.
I think over the weekend, most of us who have smartphones and other things, we took to the social media and we saw what was unfolding on Friday morning at Spoon FM. But other people thought it was as a result of the government's doing. And some started commenting, why would the government behave like this? Why is President George Weah acting like this to a media entity that should be disseminating information after he came up with this freedom of speech issue? And not knowing that this thing was not between the government and that of the Spoon group of companies. And we only got to know later on that the rate that was being served as Spoon, it was from
Wilmot
Wilmot
Smith.
Smith and all of that. So I don't know.
Okay, so I would like to read something from the Heritage newspaper that was published the 14th of March 2023.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'll let you read two paragraphs on there, sorry, and see what is unfolding. Let's say Smith win first legal battle in legal dispute with Spoon Network.
Okay.
Wilmot F. Smith Jr., former Deputy Director General for Information Coordination at the Liberia Institute of Statistics and Geoinformation Services, LIGIS, has won the first battle in a legal dispute with Spoon Network and its Chief Executive Officer, Staton Waterspoon, in the hearing of the disposition of law issues. Smith filed a U.S. cent 2.4 million actions of damage for slander and labor against first defendant Spoon and second defendant Waterspoon. Spoon lawyer argued that Waterspoon isn't connected to Spoon since the sheriff couldn't find him following a failure to serve the writ of summer on the 6th of January 17, 2023. So that is for the first hearing. So I don't know if Samuel should take the second one there, but let me flip through and see. So this thing I want us to understand is not about Liberian government.
Okay, so I'll just take the part where the government came in.
Okay, before you take that, this Wilmot guy appeared on Spoon Talk.
Yes.
After he appeared on Spoon Talk, he said his character was tampered with. People are saying negative things about him and he cost him his job, according to him.
Okay.
So he filed this lawsuit against Spoon Network. And the case was actually between Waterspoon and the Spoon Network. They did not say Spoon FM, Spoon TV. Spoon Network.
Yeah.
Spoon group of company. So after he filed his case, the first hearing he won. He won it plain blank. So if you read a second article from I think May also, Spoon were summoned. So before that, let's write her own. Then I'll read the next script.
Okay. It says the government of Liberia re-emphasizes that it respects to the right to freedom of speech and of the press, as it has always demonstrated. But it's also cognizant of the fact that an individual feeling injured by the work of a media entity also has the right to seek redress under the laws of Liberia. And the courts, which are an integral part of the judicial branch of the government, are independent of the executive branch, which has got no part in the private saga. So I think it's where the government coming from. Meanwhile, the government is applied by the irresponsible attempts of the standard bearer of the opposition Unity Party to score political capital out of a routine legal matter. So I think the government here, they were responding because, like Grace said, Joseph Baga responded to the closure of Spoon.
So
let me get that.
Let me just take that before I go over to Famata. There's a United Party standard bearer Joseph and Boaka respond to Spoon closure. He said, today we continue to witness a troubling pattern of the Weah administration suppressing the independent press through other tactics mean. The most recent casualty of this assault is the Spoon Network, which include Spoon FM, Fabric FM, Super FM, and their online TV, which were forcefully shut down this morning due to the government of Liberia inability to tolerate dissenting opinion. Meanwhile, pro-regime media outlets known for spreading hate messages are given free rein. So this is Sparker tips of the SBAC. So this is it. And if you read further down, you see he condemned the actions and then he's calling for democratic state, not a country where freedom of speech will not be expressed. So there's a legal text here before I call Bisa because the PUL actually condemned the closure of Spoon. So from that we just
because for me, what I don't understand is that we have other radio stations in that building as well.
Yeah.
We have Fabric, we have Super, we have the TV and all of that. So if Wilmot Smith is angry or aggrieved with the Spoon, he should have taken the issue up with Spoon and not shut down all of the media entities in the building, because the building has other media entities in it. But
the media entities which that are in the building, they are owned by Waterspoon too. Okay, so I was a little confused when I got this particular statement as per, was it only Spoon FM he was shutting down, or Fabric and Super they were in or a particular thing too? Because the problem is these two radio stations was bought by Waterspoon over the year, right? and it's owned by him. So I don't know whether he is putting all of them together or it was only Spoon, because all these two radio stations are owned by us or by Waterspoon. But then these two stations, they got their own employees.
Of course.
I've been in that plans before. They have their own employees, and then Spoon
Has
and
first.
then their own employees.
And I think according to him, his character was smelt on Spoon FM. So
No, Kami, the whole thing here is this is it. I will take that again. This is Smith win first legal battle in legal dispute with Spoon Network.
okay.
Spoon
So that
Network
includes-
comprises of
That includes all of the
any
others.
news you see going on Fabric,
Mm-hmm.
going on Super is also aired on Spoon FM.
Okay.
As tend to be corrected for the public interest. So if Wilmot had went to Judge Peabody in the court and say, I only want to sue Spoon FM, it would have been like they will go there to only close Spoon FM.
Or you said
But
the
Water
network
Spoon is the sole title or the owner of
of these radio stations.
Fabric,
Super.
Super, Spoon. So if they are suing a Spoon Network, Famata, it comprises of all three institutions, including the online, but as tend to be corrected because after the closure of Spoon Network,
Their online page.
their online platform
Is
is
still
active.
on. Okay.
So I think Boaka's statement about even the online platform being attacked, maybe it's only about the studio setup which can be moved online, cannot be attacked easily. Maybe you call Facebook or whatever. But the government only trying to make sure that Spoon meet up. This is a $2.4 million lawsuit.
Of course.
Okay, so if Spoon have adhered to maybe tariff or whatsoever bill that was leveled against them by George Peabody, I don't think we will be to where we are today. So, like the information minister said, it's not about scoring political capital in legal pursuit. Like even the case with Gloria Scott is being today. Sooner opposition sees something small from
They blame the government.
the prosecution of permanent citizen, maybe if they are in the wrong or not, the opposition will jump into it, try to use that to incite the mind of ordinary citizens. And for me, I think that is very, very wrong. Because I was at the training when I saw that Spoon Network has been closed. Right there, all the people in the house are saying, oh, the government ready, they want freedom of speech. So I sat and keep thinking, I was like, then from there, my managers try to put something in our chat room talking about why Spoon work. And that is about you being anxious that this thing happen. What is the root cause? As journalists, you don't, that's why you see anytime we own the radio, if we not get proof for anything we say, we use the word alleged. Because your defamation of characters is a very serious issue in this country.
Course.
And that guy is saying that causing his job. And he's traumatized. He's having psychosocial issue right now. So they have to just meet up with what the law says. Being a media outlet does not give you the privilege of wrongly accusing somebody or saying things on someone without facts. So for me, including the Root FM, all the other institutions that were closed, the only one that I see that the government should look into is Punch FM. So let's see if we can get better. Because I think you have the liquor sheet there. The liquor sheet from
the PL.
No, the liquor sheet from the court. I see it here, but it's not too clear.
That was issued or the Spoon.
Yeah. They say the action to the amount of US $55,250 is the first half of the payment. So I would like to call Besa from the PUL.
Okay.
Who would like to talk to us on this issue before we open the line. Our own staff may say okay now.
No, the loan size now. Okay. We have.
So I think I will use your opportunity login today for Lone Star.
Are we there?
Okay, yeah, we're there. I'm on the line now, trying to connect with Bisa. Okay, go ahead. Okay, so this is it. So no matter that's the case, if we just feel that we can tamper with legal proceedings in this country, I don't think it's right. If we hear something maybe from the justice system and how the justice is proceeding in this country, especially the glorious cap issue, we should stop jumping into conclusion. Especially when a case is on the dock, you don't tamper with it as an individual because. Good morning. Yeah, you are live on Voice of Liberia. How are you?
Okay, and hope you doing well.
Yes, I'm okay. So, as per the closure of Spoon Network, PUL condemned that action. Can you comment on that?
Yes, the video believes the closure of the school communication network is something that is scary to the media community and it's very intimidating and it's threatening and it doesn't conform to a good democratic things, especially as we are in a very crucial year and coming down on the institutional closure. Person is scared the journalists to go ahead with every routine that I want working with us or the group.
So, can you introduce yourself for public interaction?
I think Secretary General of the Press, you have you. And
Your name, please.
according to this,
Okay. I saw the press release from PUL, but can you dive into that a little bit? Because what we're looking at here is a permanent citizen of the country taking his case to court. How does it fit the government involvement?
so there's nothing that you can do without involving the government, for the fact that the government consists of three branches, and one of the branches is the judiciary and the government that you found the court. And the court is a part of the federal government. I decided research thing, even though in the ruling, every portion of search within the ruling, within the process of school happening, I don't know how this whole process look at everything about something that still trying to figure out.
I think we come to the line of the first payment and 55,000, I don't know, the figure there. I think that's where George Fibade came from in order the closure of Spoon.
So if you requesting a payment and the station is stopped, how do you expect to get funding or money to pay for the process? We believe it's just something we other people are working hard, our government are working very hard to ensure that the decriminalization of street and speech was done, the KK, well, these are all things that own money, those school years are their parts.
So what can be done now to make sure that this institution is open?
Frankly, we think that we question the court and every party is getting involved in the process to ensure that the stations are open firstly and to take on their work to inform the public and the public group and then the judicial matters should not be politicized and they should treat the case judicially instead of even political. So we believe that in the trend of the court, the reopening of the station is what we consider as prominent and something very important now we should look at.
And how soon are you people going to work towards that?
So the union is working along with other state international partners who are been, to frame the well to ensure the freedom of expression, the freedom of speech, or remains in the cardinal part to see how the institution school communication network is reopening with a judicial matter or then help to as well. So it's just a matter. But the person of the situation is very paramount. It is the duty to go to those laws that are being passed by the government, the KAK, and the decriminalization of free speech as well. So everyone has the right to freedom of expression, and everything that expression has a responsibility, but it cannot be as severe as the school solution right now.
So what can you say about defamation of character?
Defamation a civil matter, it's not a criminal matter.
Okay.
It's not something that will be run by the Board of Education taking to make it look like it's a criminal matter.
Okay.
The crucial is available for such consequences.
You spoke about it being political or that people shouldn't politicize it. Do you think that it's political?
That's what I'm saying, right? Judicial matters should not be politicized.
Okay.
So, closing the institution makes it appear like a political. So, a crucial year, and the crucial year is election year. So, coming down with some division from the code, I think it's appear that it's political and not division.
Okay, so before we drop the line with you, can you comment on Tim Kanuba's press release as it relates to referring to you as hijackers of power at the PL?
I haven't seen any release of such, and I have not gone through any release of such, and I've seen it. I think the same for me, the Constitution, we cannot create a vacuum and a lower person of New York. So I think they should understand by acquiring knowledge and having understanding of faith that you have no idea of something that you actually you yourself. After it's not a step backwards. I cannot commit that vacuum and love you with no leadership. So that's why I commend the person. And we say that holding on to the union until the court judgment is come about. I'm not a person who is for power in the administration, but we all have a lot of union. That's why we are there. We are part of the process, and the process is being good. So in the midst of that, we cannot bring it down like we lower people. So I love the union. So we need serving until the decision of the court can be remembered. And then whatever decision that is rendered, definitely.
So how do you then term his actions of every time you call for a gathering, he calls on people not to attend? How do you?
I think he's a distractor, and he should not be considered. He's not a person who really see the union to be a union of essence. So he undermines the progress and effort as well the union and integrity while other people to look at the union to be on the other side. I wonder if he had been moved into leadership and doing the way it is hard, you would have felt. But for me, it's not about him, but it's about union. It's not about individual, it's about the union. That's why I keep using for there. If you have been an individual institution, nothing, I would have been out there.
Are you hoping that the court will come up with a decision ahead of this 2023 election?
Yeah, that's what we're hoping, and we're hoping as soon as possible time the council of final ruling will be ahead to what it is for.
So, what will your involvement be as it relates to the election activities? No, I'm speaking about the October election. Now that we see there's a fraction or there's hauling and pulling, how will your involvement be?
Looking at journalists from all cross sections of work, how difficult it is to report during this electoral period, and the PL house is divided.
For me, I don't see the PL as being divided because though there is a need for reconciliation, but we are divided, there are geographical difference. So during this election period, we say the media body is a vital part of the process that we need security, that we need protection, that we need to be advocate, to have some advocacy for. And we will ensure that working with other institutions to have journalists across this country, to have some trainings in the election reporting and how to safeguard yourself in terms of reporting in the terrain. And the protection of terrain is key to us, and we will ensure to having that done. And this election year, we will that the union is bigger than us. The union is the overarching global foundation. So if we add foundation, the union will not have the individual courts going to be under that umbrella. So let us put aside self-group and our struggle to ensure that the union becomes all we have and so cherished for the rank of this profession.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you ever so much for having your say on the platform this morning as it relates to the issue of this phone communications. It's a network.
Yes,
Group of
network.
companies. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you ever so much, and also sharing with us on your take as it relates to the release from Team Canova. So, do we have his number to also call him?
Okay, from the political standpoint, I'm different from Calabar. I'm from for Daniel Angle, so having Calabar no more is kind of
Yeah.
a cross session for me. So
So I don't know. We can have his number to call him as well to maybe
I think I can hook him up online and see, but quote unquote, to have his number. I don't think it's
to hear his
it's
side.
So
To hear.
you want us to call him?
Yeah, that is if we have his number.
I think you should do it. I don't think
that
Canada
is
will
if we have his number.
So,
Yeah. So what do you make of what he said as it relates to what would their involvement be?
he actually make my mind. He make my mind. And the fact is not about
That's
individual.
because you've already said it. You are with them.
But you know,
So
you want to.
so it's like nothing they will say. Maybe something that you won't be against. Grace, come on, Grace.
That's the only way we can express our own interests in politics from the period angle. So you see, Kanama, my issue with Kanama is inclusion. Kanama feels when he don't know you, Julius, when he don't know you, that means you are not a journalist. So he kept pushing that there are people that name not supposed to be on the listing, and that people who practice for almost 13, 14 years, but they don't know him because he was not around.
Yeah, he wasn't
So
around.
because you are not around, I don't know you, so does it mean that I'm not a journalist? That's the issue. So that's where we differ from each other, but it doesn't mean I hate him.
Yeah.
He's my friend, but we split it because I was supporting Betty, and I have to go the right way.
And one of the things he said that caught my mind was, how will Spoon be able to pay this money when they are close? Yeah, so we all look forward to seeing,
Spoon reopen.
yes, so that if even they will issue a bill so that they be able to pay it, because it's their own way of making money, right? It's where they get some people working there, is where they get delivery from, and so that place will be open in order for them to pay that particular money that the court or Wilmot Smith is requesting.
Oh, that was utmost. Okay, I'm trying to call Julius here. I'm trying to get him so that we hear from him as it relates to what's his own stand on this pawn issue, and as it also relates to him being referred to as a distractor when it comes to the workings of the PUL, as Bisa just said. Okay, so we hope.
So it's like you for now angle.
No, like I said, and I will always say, if you travel through the length and breadth of Liberia or wherever, I don't even have an ID card. I'm not associated with the Press Union of Liberia, but even though they know me as being on the radio, or I'm a journalist and all of that, but I have no side in whatever is unfolding here. So I don't know.
Even if you have ID card for 5 years, once studios don't know you, you don't consider you a journalist.
Yeah, but why would you say that?
I haven't really seen that part
Why
of
would
him
you say
because
that?
we have interacted going over the years, but
Not yet.
I haven't seen it.
We are not running PUI campaign yet, but I'm telling you that inclusion matters much in politics or even at leadership level. If you don't know Grace, you don't know Avin Wosi, you don't know Famata Duncan, you can stand on the fence and say they are not journalists or they are not member of PUL.
But
Especially when you left PUL for a period of time.
have two of you crossed paths like that before?
That's my personal take. I'm not here to share with you.
And that's the reason why we continue to say your perception of someone should not be something that you think that's how the person is. That's
what
why
I'm
you
saying.
think or that's why you feel about that person,
At
right?
least you track all the way around and go as to
You think I have not?
it's like
You
that.
think I have not? It's not about everybody will not have your own direction. Julius and myself attended training when he was in the news. I know Julius well. Julius attended UL. I'm also there. I know him good. But I'm telling you that I don't have problem. Of course, there are people that wanted to tamper with the PUL roster. I know that. But it doesn't mean that all that names that he claims are not journalists are actually true.
Anyway, that's how you see him. Like we always say
Okay.
I'm seeing him, so.
He's calling me back.
Okay.
Good morning. I'm okay. I'm sorry to just have you on the radio just like that.
Then just give me like 1 or 2 minutes. Let me just position myself.
Okay.
So, like I'm saying, knowing Julius personally and he investigating that all these names. Samira, did you participate? Did you try to vote?
No.
You did not.
I did not.
You
I
supposed
don't
to
have
try.
a card yet.
Why?
I haven't registered.
Okay, what about me? I've been having cards since 2017. I was denied. That's why I'm telling you, I was denied. Even we put for the executive mansion, people try to tell them I was denied.
I see where you want to come from.
Because even if I wanted to support you, Julius, your point you're making may be relevant. Understand me from my time. But because you don't know me, you see on the records there, you said because I came late to register, so I should not vote. Should that be your issue? Will I leave my business schedule and go live to PUL office? Once you are identified member of PUL, like Jerry from Mata working to Seattle telling us, say, I want to buy future election, but she now work all through her life as female journalist, then Seattle telling her, say no. That's just it.
But for her, she won't even look in my face.
She not able. So that's the thing. Julia did not even know.
Because apart from knowing me as a journalist, she knows me personally. We have that personal link.
So you see.
So maybe his own of
it was not with me indirectly, but he was doing it. He think he was doing it for the whole of PUL. But I think he should have looked at it from different perspective. That I should investigate these names. There are people here that actually are journalists.
I believe that we also needed, or you guys also needed to take into consideration the time involved. Because you said you went to register late.
According to him, I went late to register. But as per the, look at my article, I think I have it in my bag here. As per the PUL vetting, I did not go late. But when they were going for the photo roll update, he requested that my name.
Okay, I think he's back now.
Yes, that's it.
He's back now. He's back. Let's hear him. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Kanamba.
Good morning. Hope you are doing good.
Okay, we are okay. I'm here along with Samira Wala and Grace William Joshua.
Okay, my pleasure meeting all of them.
Okay, so before we go any further, we want to know what's your take on the closure of the Spoon group of companies.
Well, first, we've been following the developments and we are looking at the case very cautiously, with a cautious approach, because before issuing a comment on it, you have to know the case, how long it has been at the courts, and then what was exactly the ruling of the judge. So I'm aware that a private citizen, Mr. Whitford Smith, from an official of the agency, filed a complaint against the management of Spoon FM, led by Patton Witherspoon as CEO. And he has said that they defamed his reputation, and defamation is something that can be tried in court, especially where a citizen feels that his character has been defamed. They are happening in the States, the United States, Europe, and many different media institutions have been found guilty of defaming the character of people. So for instance, in the States, I think former President Donald Trump, there's a network called Fox FM, is FM that, or Fox Television, that was supporting the former President Donald Trump. They have defamed the reputation of a company that was involved in the electoral matters of the United States. And that media institution, their management has to come down with a settlement of $787 million US dollars. So in this case of Whitmore Smith, they have been in court for a long period of time, and the judge found it necessary to render a verdict in favor of Mr. Smith. case, there will be some level of action because as we understand, Wilmot Smith is seeking some billions of dollars because his character has been defamed at the tune of $5 million United States dollars. So it is the enforcement aspects of that particular verdict that led to the closure of Spoon FM. The extent to which now all of us who are respecters of the law can say this is a plan down on the press or on the media institutions. We have to be careful because you don't want to undermine the court. The court is a rule of law institution that is a part of the democratic process. So like I said, we have to see the verdict. We also have to see the counter response to the verdict or to the proceedings that led to the verdict. Because Spoon management, as I'm told, they might have hired a lawyer. If not, I mean, they have to vote from Fish Africa, for example, Rocky T. That case I won Rocky T and from Fish Africa that led to the incarceration for 1,500 years. So we have to proceed cautiously, and we are taking aback that sometimes too, when a statement is or when a petition is rendered against some media institutions, and then we say we want to just form the sort of a solidarity because the institution has been closed. No, we have to follow the process to observe that yes, the media institutions right or the station manager or whoever were involved in the case, their rights were respected under the rule of law. If not, then we can be critical. But from our sensing, we will not be able to conduct critical reflection, and this is why some people are rushing to say, it's an attack on the press. Okay, we have to be careful because even from Liberia, for example, if you defame the character of another person, and that person took you to court, and the verdict comes down in your favor, when the court says you did not defame the character of that person, it means that you are right. So when the verdict is against you, it means that you are wrong, and this is where sometimes also in media activism we have to be very careful. But yes, we are aware of the situation. In our push, it is unfortunate for the employees at the entity for the radio station to be closed. But if and only the judge found the station guilty, I think they have a right under the law to launch an appeal before the full bench of the Supreme Court so that the station cannot be closed. But we have to respect the legal processes. As we are aware, also we are involved in a legal case. I mean, at the courts, the case has reached the full bench of the Supreme Court. So no matter the verdict, we just have to respect the verdict because the rule of law institutions are there for the rule of law to be respected. Without the rule of law, or if all of us go to court, we say we want to win, or so I mean, nothing can happen in terms of the verdict.
Okay, Julius. Hello. Thank you very much for that salient points from the Spoon Network. But I want to bring you over to the PUL. Looking at your recent press release, whenever PUL calls for meeting, you call on your supporters to stay away. Don't you think that is undermining the works at the PUL?
Well, the press union has undermined itself. When you ask the question, don't you think it's undermining the work of the PUL? First, there is no legitimate leadership at the PUL. The PUL has got a constitution. The constitution says we elect you for 3 years. So in November of 2022, the tenure of everyone who occupied elected positions at the PUL expires. And because of the disputes surrounding the processes that led to the Congress and the processes that led to the elections, that dispute has not been resolved. So like I was saying, the matter is before Supreme Court presently because they conducted a fraudulent process, and we've been challenging that process even before the Congress was convened, even before they held the elections. We've been challenging the process internally. So we did everything internally to have the situation resolved. And this also applies to the first question that you asked me. People can follow the own processes, but sometimes all of us will forget to know that somebody has been seeking justice from the beginning. But at certain stage we want to criticize the person. No, we are not undermining the PUL as an institution. So the PUL as an institution is you that is sitting in studio. It is Samantha, it is Grace, right? It is your other colleague. It is all of us, journalists in the country. So we are saying our court case, right, is against the administration of the PUL at the time, which is now Ezra or former. Because we did not conduct the process with integrity, with credibility. That is why we are challenging the process. And we have the support of the majority of journalists in the country. We have the support okay, so what about the guys who are illegally occupying the positions? And you're right. Imagine the call of meeting the other time. Your tenure expires. What authority do you have to call a meeting, right? And then your tenure expires, you say, okay, you were, acting in the position, and you say you want to elevate yourself. No, you didn't elevate yourself when your tenure expires.
So then,
to the meeting, in the background to the meeting that they held was that our international partners convened a meeting with us. And the PUL, all of us, right, at PUL. And in that particular meeting, they recognize all of us as PUL candidates, whether Akpebita, Daniel Yankona, Julius Canova, or whosoever that contested, right? They did not say president-elect, or president or vice president, because the partners are aware. So the background of that meeting is that the partners told us that if we can find an amicable solution, they will put a stop to all funding the PUL activities.
That's where I want to come to. You want to go ahead?
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I want to come to. Looking at the difficult period we are in our elections is around the corner. Don't you think this is the time that you people should solve your problem and put PUL first?
We have attempted all the approaches to have the problem resolved, but the other side, they refused. So, for example, before we went to Banga, we made several suggestions. Do the membership register in out of the constitution. They refused, right? And then we filed an injunction. We came to Maruga, we filed a prohibition. The justice in Chambers in November, the 23rd of November, mandated us to go back home to find a solution. You know what they did? They set up their own committee. And then when they set up their own committee, the committee got to us. We said we can work with you because for us, we are open to reviewing everything that happened. And guess what? They met our lawyers. The committee met our lawyers, and then they met their lawyers. When their lawyers left from the meeting, you know what he told them? The committee is not in your favor. So on the matter work of the committee, dissolve the committee. And there's a press statement the committee issued in December, right? In November, the committee issued a press statement. The Professor Wede Cooper committee, where you have Kenneth Best, respected journalists. The honor the work of the committee. They went back to the court. They went to the court. There was no progress in finding a solution. That was Charles Coffey. That was Daniel Yankona and their lawyers. That's how Justice Tabasco, but since there is no progress in finding a solution, we will proceed in keeping with law. And that's how the justice wrote a mandate to the judge in Vaughan County to resume jurisdiction and proceed in keeping with the law in our case, our petition for declaratory judgment, because we have done several violations.
Okay.
So that case was pending, and then they said they want to have induction. How can you be disrespecting the justice in chamber? It's not a mandate. And you say, no, you want to have induction because in the PUL needs a leadership. It's not only getting a leadership, so that's how we went back to the court in Bonn. You know what they did? They broadcasted all proceedings at the court. They say they are claiming induction. So that's how we filed a stay order on the PUL administration. On filed a stay order, they put a halt to all activities because they are still expired. And they did not proceed with any induction. So that's how they fled from Banga again. Just 1 minute, they fled from Banga, they came to Peruvial, to the Supreme Court. When it came to Justice Nambe, Justice Nambe said he was going to ask the judge to reverse.
Okay.
Said, no, Justice Nambe, you're not proceeding keeping with law. That's how I went to the Supreme Court.
I want to ask you this question.
It's a case for justice. It's a case
for
leadership accountability.
How do you look at the upcoming elections and journalists being involved with a lot of brutality that we are faced with in these issues before the Supreme Court? How do you seek our interest?
Well, you are employed with a media organization. I'm aware of that. The press union is a collective institution of all about journalists.
Which is very important.
Yes. Outside of the press union Liberia, you have different membership organizations in the country.
Okay.
For example, the Publishers Association, the Broadcasters Association, the Sports Writers Association, the Reporters Association, the Female Journalists Association. The PUL is not just the PUL, but the Constitution. Those are all of the auxiliaries of the institutions that make the PUL.
What is not relevant if the PUL is not functional?
Well, the auxiliary can function, your management can function. So, for example, the way how Spoon FM was taken to court is not the president that represented in court. So, the Spoon FM management had to get a lawyer, right, to file their case. The president defends and protects the rights of journalists. But if the president cannot defend the rights of its journalists, right, do you know that the president, common leadership, they have been writing international organizations declaring journalists as as anti, for example, development in the media as anti this. Yes, so they're not credible actors. We need credible actors to work within the press union to defend the rights of journalists. But you can have guys who just want to use the name of the institution to corrupt the institution. In fact, there's an issue of accountability at the PUL. So all of us, we should not forget about some of these things. The 10,000 given to them in bombing, the 10,000 given to them in refugee, right? And then their partnership with different international organizations. They've been collecting resources without accountability.
Thank you.
Per the constitution, they need to do financial narrative reports to all of us. Have they done it? No. So let us approach these things with all level of professionalism in the sense that when you work, you are under obligation. Your management is under obligation to ensure your rights are protected.
Okay.
And without the PUL, we know that yes, it's a problem when the PUL does not function, but that's why our partners, everyone, the call for Indian leadership, you know what the guys did? They rejected it. And Pamata, I was asking you the other time and to set clarification, right? What Daniel said in the meeting the other time, he rejected the issue of a new election based on the credible vote of role. He rejected the issue of an Indian leadership. He rejected the issue of installing a technical secretary. So who is the problem now? We went to the justice chamber, the justice suggested a solution, they rejected it. The set up committee, the committee was working, they rejected it. We went to our international partners, they rejected it. So do they really mean well for the journalistic community, or they just want to hijack power, or they just want to perpetuate themselves power? So it can work. We need a better PUL.
Thank you.
PUL that represents all of us.
Thank you. Thank you ever so much for honoring our call to you this morning.
Thank you.
Okay, so you've listened to kind of a side of this PUL power struggle that is ongoing and all of that.
Matter, you can check your phone, your WhatsApp for Tanya number. Info just now that you have Tanya number there, so that we'll be able to balance it. We will take a break. We call him to be able to balance the information here.
Okay, let me try to get him to. Okay, let's take a short break.
You have it there?
Back.
No, I don't have Daniel's number.
I'll call him. Let's see. I should have.
You just take a break and we'll get back.
Let me see if I can find something here quick to. Let me find something here. We want to balance things here this morning and not cause any problem. Okay, while you get the number.
Good morning, Daniel. Yes, we want to get your input on Voice of Liberia, if you are available.
Are you in need of a little
Julius recent press.
Are you tired of me sucking your teeth after you think you've done your best? Or are you tired of getting fine by Then look no further. I recommend 7-Night Energy Drink. 7-Night Energy Drink Special Blend is specifically produced to provide you with improved performance, strength, and stamina, so you and your partner can enjoy the whole night. 7-Night Energy Drink from Georgia is the drink everybody is talking about. Get that extra help you need in the bedroom and out of the bedroom. 7-Night Energy Drink, now available in Liberia. Comes in 3 flavors: chocolate, honey, and the original 7-Night Energy Drink. Imported by Maurice Marseille, importer of J. John product. Distributed by Marquesh in Vietown. Or call 086-514-871 or 0776-514-871. Or better still, 086-554-961. 7-Night Energy Drink. No more eating free money.
Okay.
Good morning. Yeah, go ahead. You are live. We want to get your intake on the recent press release from Julius and making sure that no members of PUL should attend any meeting hosted by you. So can you actually comment on that?
U.S. calendar, and it is a band of who want to destroy the First Union and kill it. But the resistance that they are meeting is evident, and you know that quite recently we call a meeting. That meeting was well attended by members of the First Union who will show up and demonstrated the current leadership to remain at the First Union until his key, he took the court and determined that a lesser leadership is restored at the First Union. If people want to imagine will choose to call for exactly the First Union. The First Union Constitution does not allow for issuing the government. So when there is this election impact that needs to be court, and the incumbent leadership is there, you cannot have to the incumbent leadership to pack their bag, leave the First Union, and go and sit somewhere until the case is decided. This is what he said. So we're very quite make sure and thinking that will not happen. We can continue to slow the union as much as possible. That he has done for the last 9 months. We will accept. We are creating the United Nations development program like we're offered. We are bringing the UK into all their partners in the First Union plan, telling them the current leadership of the First Union is legitimate in the eye of the rest of the UN, with the Constitution of the First Union. The US and his team, they will still have to take certain measures that they are sharing videos with, and they will try to implement instruction for this.
So with the current rigmarole at the PO, how prepared are you people to spearhead the activities of journalists in Liberia as we go to the election?
We are prepared. I have an able assistant general as you are aware that meeting I spoke about when I am successfully, and the membership accepted the resignation of now our former president Charles Conte and former secretary general Musa Kani. They resign as to a personal note to pursue future ambition. And to put it all that, then we believe in the cause, which is every time we should support the organization. And so, the Africa and everything we issue public statement and on the program soon method. We will engage with lawyers and are speaking to lawyers who are willing to help to secure a very big on behalf of to file for more codes and have the direction to file and lead to the station. So basically we are doing we also file on those institutions. And the National Election Commission will try and support the public relations officer and more helpful to stop disrespecting the legitimate leadership as First Union.
Okay.
He's raising the salary of the union environment to review the First Union advancement, the First Union problem, the First Union immigration, and slowing the leadership of the First Union. The last UN
Okay. Thank you so much for accepting our call this morning.
Thank you so much. I'm good. Just comment on your
Okay. Okay, so this is the program. This is the program. Good morning, Liberia, and you've just listened to us talk with Daniel Nyankona. Previously, we talked with Julius Kanuba. Both are in some hauling and pulling as it relates to managing the affairs of the Press Union of Liberia, and we've talked with them. We actually did not plan to go that route this morning, but that's how that's the trend the program has taken, and so we are here this morning to continue bringing to you the program. Good morning, Liberia. You've listened to what they have to say as it relates to the closure of Spoon Group of companies and their own take as it relates to what's happening at the Press Union of Liberia. So, can we take?
Yeah.
Okay. So we go to the lines now. Our Lone Star is down. So call us on Orange 07709079007, and let's have your interaction as it relates to what's your take on what we've talked about here so far this morning. So do we have?
Okay. Listening to the both speak talking about Daniel stating that the pure constitution does not call for interim government, and Julius saying that we should have an interim government while the case is being held in court. It's a call for alarm. Contradictions and confusion will continue to serve as the order of the day if we don't put our house in order. For us to progress, for us to work as team, for us to achieve, we have to unite. So if the PUR itself that governed journalists across the country cannot unite, cannot work together, and are divided, then we stand to be questioned as to who will stand for us in case of problem. But like Daniel said, they are on top of their game, trying to get lawyers to build a spoon cooperation in order to be operating while their case is in court. And Julius also stated that we should respect the rule of law. We should not compromise because we are journalists. Cases are on the dock. We should listen to the judicial system and make sure that the right thing are done. So, Samuel, what do you have to say about?
Okay, so these two people said it all about the Spoon network issue. Or I keep saying that they have to see whether the place be open in order for the money to be paid. And we have some people there who are working, the delivery comes from there too. And about the press union issue, we have to be together. Because if our leaders are not together, how are they going to or set examples for people who are not in leadership in the PUL? They have to be together, especially in this crucial time where we are gearing towards the October 10th, 2023 elections. Yeah, we have to put our house in order because we are the ones, Liberians are depending on in terms of news, we are the ones who bring forth the news. So we who are up there, our house has to be in order before we come down. We can't be settling our own problem, then we want to settle the national problem, the electoral problem. We have to settle ourselves first before coming down to the elections. So I pray and hope that all of these things be settled before October 10th so that we have a successful elections.
Okay.
All right, so we will announce the phone numbers now. You can call us and participate. You have been listening. We discussed the closure of Spoon Network here. We also called Julius Kanuba. We talked with him, and we talked with Tanya too from the Press Union of Liberia. So you can call us on 0770-907-907, 0880907-907, and be able to give your take on Good Morning Liberia. We also talked about the president's speech over the weekend in Grand Pastor County, or Grand Pastor citizens or from Grand Pastor, they endorsed George Weah over the weekend, and they also crowned him, or Gracie never mentioned that part, but I watched the ceremony, and he was being crowned by Pastor Liz. So call us on 0770-907-907, 088-0907-907, and give us your thoughts about these trending issues in Liberia. We are also online, Voice of Liberia online. You can follow us there, or if you are following, please share our live video and also drop your comment, and we will be able to read it from our online platform. So while you are making your calls, I can just go and start to read comments from the
Have you read our comments?
not yet. It was what I was going to.
Yeah, do that, and let's get to our last.
So we have from the online. I think we have.
Okay, we have a call here. Let's see you.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
You are live. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Suleiman Joel, and I did join the commission from Tuesday Wellness, and I'm a journalist. I work for ABC Radio.
Okay.
What I would say here is some of us, we are concerned because imagine President for Liberia are responsible to monitor and when those are in national authorities, we are not together. How can we settle on a man's problems? So what I would say is our advice Team Gilos Kanuba and Team Yankuna to come to the table and see how best they can harmonize things for a better prosperous fuel. Thank you.
Okay, let's have this next person. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
We are okay.
I'm the other boy. I call from Pinky. You know, I don't know why has it become a custom, mostly in Africa, that when people are in power and their tenure has expired, they will still want to cling onto power. But what I'm hearing from the two parties is that the Daniel Yankuna, government, their tenure has expired. And the other guy is saying, I think there should be an interim body, which they are rejecting, even if the Constitution says they should not have interim body. So what if there is a conflict in the organization? Shouldn't there be, even by expediency's sake, shouldn't there be, a body set up to govern that place until they can have election? What people let power business in Africa? So it's highly discouraging. Very, very discouraging.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's have this next person.
Good morning. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello?
Yes, your name and where you calling from?
Thank you, my sister. Let me say good morning to the both of you and good morning to the many listeners. This is the boss of Steve Patrick, which only this morning from Soaking District for Maserati County.
Go ahead.
I want to firstly say many thanks to Stanton Waterspoon and the entire Spoon Network.
Make your point.
Yes. Mr. Spoon, we appreciate you so highly for your job and the kind of leverage you have provided for the Liberian people to have jobs. If people believe that the closing down of Spoon, then meaning there will be no standing ground for Joseph Boakai or the Unity Party, that one you are lying to yourself. If anyone also believes that the closing down of Spoon, it is not the government, then meaning you are living outside the world. Because you cannot tell me the judicial branch of government will have a ruling or will partake in any other thing that you say that not the government. So are you telling me now is that two branches of people make a government?
Go ahead, make your point. What are you trying to say?
We have a legislator, we have a judiciary, and we have an executive. They make the government. But I heard somebody, one lawmaker from District 8 saying not the government, like individual. Can an individual close a radio station, my people?
Okay, let's have this next person.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, my sister.
Good morning, you are live.
Okay, thank you. I'm Paul S. Rogers, and I'm calling from the Rambandersville.
Go ahead.
Let me appreciate you people. You know, most often I listen to you people every morning, or sometimes I really admire you people on the radio. But my disappointment actually in some of the media folks is that despite the closure of Spoon, yes, we agree today. Some are talking about the court procedure. We should respect the code. We should respect the code. Look, let us be real. For sure, if this government is not witch hunting, if this government respect the code and media people respect the code, look, the court came and spoke strongly and ruled in favor of Patrick Honda for Sponge FM. Up to now, the government refused to honor the court report. You can't hear in the media, you can't hear media people speaking about it. But they are still telling us when the court are doing things out of the way, we shouldn't speak against it. They say a court procedure, so we should sit and observe it. But what happened up to now since the Supreme Court ruled that they should give Patrick Honda space, that he should open a radio station? Up to now, other media people, they are not talking because it is not in their favor. But my sister, what happened, what goes around, or should they come to
Thank you very much. We exhausted your time. Good morning. Good morning, your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Yeah, where are you calling from? What's your name?
Thank you. This is Joseph from my back. Let me say good morning to everyone.
Go ahead, Joseph.
And just what others are saying. This man was saying he sued status quo. Was this man not indicted by the LACC? Was this man not indicted by the LACC? This man was indicted. And right after that, the Minister of Agriculture too was also indicted. And President William went ahead to dismiss the LACC boss as well. Then why you...
Defamation of character, my brother. Thank you very much. We exhausted your time. Let's take another call.
Hello?
Yeah, we're taking another person. You exhausted your time.
Let me conclude.
Okay, conclude quick. Be fast.
We have Freedom FM here. You know, we kind of a team Freedom FM can say, let me tell you something. This 2023 election, once Sekou Sherry was on Freedom FM.
My brother, okay. We're being personal, okay?
Thank you. 0770907907, 08809079007 are the numbers that connect you to.
We have a Lone Star call.
No, it's not there yet. It's not there yet, and we just missed that person. We hope you call back.
Famata, I want to say something. I don't know. We have our guest, right? Are we taking guests?
No, we are not taking guests today.
Are we talking about the drug law?
Yeah, we have. I think that's our last point, right?
Yes,
that's our last point. So let's just take this last.
Good morning, Yanime. Where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Yeah.
Let me say thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning.
Yeah, let me say thank you to you people in studio. My name is Edwin Smith, resident of District Number 17 of Moswado County.
Go ahead, Edwin.
The issue about Spoon Radio, you see my sister, I see people calling and their time is not finishing, or you people are offering it off. I'm taking you.
Now you set the time for us? Now you set the time? Go make your point. If you not make your point, the time finish, I will off you, my brother.
Okay, quickly, let me make my point. You know, if you monitor Sekou Sherry during the time you're working to Freedom FM, a key one radio incentive.
You won't talk about the issue or you won't talk about Sekou Sherry?
No, I'm not talking about Sekou Sherry.
Yeah, make your point. Make your point, my brother.
If you are saying the reality, the government, people say that you are the bad person. But authority, my sister, the government will deal with the government to the Baba, will Christopher to the Baba. Thank you.
Okay,
thank you. Make your point,
Thank
Baba.
you ever so much. Thank you. And so let's go to our last point, our last talking point for today. It centers around.
I can take the comments from the live then.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Moses Molu said, good morning. Watching from Lower Seagats Rapid, thanks for great show. And Patrick Kennedy says, Grand Pastor County Crown President, we are. And G. Moretti Conley, he says, good morning, I'm watching from Conley Town, Bomi County. And James Davis, he says, good morning, I'm watching from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, USA. That's all for our life.
Okay, I think we can take our last talking point for the day. We've already gone 16 minutes.
So, will you take it from us?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So just hold on the line after our talking point, then you can come in with your comment and your point for today. So Samira, you have the
release?
Yeah, I have it here, but you take the first two paragraphs, then I'll take the second one.
Okay, so it says, President, we are signs drugs bill into law. Monrovia, Liberia. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Dr. George Manibuya, has signed into law the Controlled Drug and Substance Act of 2023, commonly called the Drug Law. The President carried out the landmark duty July 12th after the drug bill was recently passed by the National Legislature following months of thoughtful introspections and deliberations. Is the two paragraph. I should go again.
Yeah, go ahead, small.
The new drug law aims to regulate, restrict, control, limit, or eradicate the illegal export and its importation, as well as the flagrant use, abuse, and proliferation of narcotic substances within the bailiwick of the Republic.
Okay, so it further added the offense of unlawful importing of controlled drugs or substances should be graded as where the subject matter of the offense is a drug or substances as prescribed by the Act. It further states that a person shall be guilty of a felony of the first degree and punishable to a prison of a maximum of 10 years and not exceeding 20 years, consistent with provision of the Penal Code 1, Section 50.5 and Section 50.6. It is clearly noted that the offense shall be a grave offense and shall not be bailable. The Act outlines where the subject matter of the offense is a drugs or substances listed in Schedule 1, 2, 3 of the law to be used for the purpose of trafficking. The person shall be guilty of a second-degree felony, punishable to prison terms of not less than 5 years and not exceeding 10 years, pursuant to the provision of Section 50.5 and Section 50.6 of the Penal Law of Liberia. So, my dear, if you're out there trying to bring drugs into Liberia,
Not even trying to. If you have been drinking.
You know, the way the drugs laws
if you have been drinking, don't say trying to. Trying to, these are people who have not even started yet. Maybe they saw other people blooming.
Yeah, if you're trying to get into it, saying this is the fastest ways to make money, the government of Liberia has approved the drug law. If you just make an attempt, you'll be dealt with as per our constitution. I'm sure this will soon be printed into handbook bill, and we will be able to tap on it. So I would like to take Miata Dawala. She's one of a CSO hard-working lady. I don't know if she's online. We should take her, but let's be talking.
And what those who are involved with it needs to understand is the fact that you will be spending something like 10 years, if you be caught with those substances with you. It's not like where you used to be caught and they will carry you, maybe you pay some level of cash and they pull you out, you come back to continue. But this time around you will be in there for 10 years and no one will bill you up. For those who are what did the second one say about the 5 years?
5 years, if you maybe Tamara, read it again. If you are associating with somebody doing it, but let's take it from the start. So let me try to get.
Still trying to get it.
Okay, so the Act outlines where the subject matter of the offense is a drug or substances listed in Scheduled 1, 3, and 4 of the law to be used for purpose of trafficking.
Okay, we will soon take Miata this morning.
The person shall be guilty of a second-degree felony punishable to a prison term of not less than 5 years and not exceeding 10 years. So,
okay, good morning. Good morning, you are live on Voice of Liberia.
Okay.
Your name?
My name is Miata Garment Davola.
And which institution are you representing today? Okay, we have just read a press release from His Excellency Dr. George Manibuya about the passage of the drug law. Something that is, if you are caught in manufacturing drugs, your crime, you go to jail for 10 years without bail. What is your standpoint on that?
Well, I think the issue about drug has been a national concern. The many young people, including young women. So we must say that it is encouraging that the president take the decision to at least pass a legislation on the situation of drug and substance abuse in our country. I also think that most of the time we have beautiful laws and legal instruments in place. Sometimes the implementation and the control mechanism are weak. So I really hope that in addition to passing the law, there will be uh, put in place a strategy to implement
So,
sponsor the implementation of the law. Yeah.
what has Sister Aid been doing across Liberia?
Well, our programs are around empowerment, policy engagement, as well as leadership for women and girls. So our work has not specifically focused on anyway drug issues, but also it has indirectly addressed that because we have also been concerned about the alarming concern of alarming issue of youth or drug users. So our work is basically on empowerment, leadership, and capacity building, as well as policy advocacy.
Okay, looking at the MOU between political parties and that of the NEC, women inclusion, 30% inclusion, LTP called for the 1%. Is that something that you applaud? Hello?
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
yes. Can you just repeat your last statement?
Yeah, is that something that you applaud looking at LTP, for the 1% women inclusion as per the tariff release for NEC, they have candidate women for the 1%. Is that something that you applaud, which is different from other political parties?
They have 41%
Of
Yeah,
female
female representation.
on the party listing.
Yeah.
Of course, that is encouraging. We the law is asking, the MOU is asking for not less than 30%. But if a political party takes special measures to have more, which other political party like the Unity Party and the CDC have committed to having more, we look forward to that, as part of the major political parties. But if another political party can achieve that even more, I think it's welcoming, and I think they can also serve as a direction, a role model for other political parties. What is right? If you look at parliaments around Africa, I mean, they're doing more and they're making so much progress. You see that you have more women in parliament. Our sister country, Sierra Leone, they're making a lot of progress when it comes to the post system. So I think that we should be no different, and we should take action to ensure that we have more women in decision-making positions, especially in elected positions.
So, what is your recommendation to the Liberia government in implementing the drug law?
Recently, before I left the country, we have petitioned. Oh, you said the drug law service. I was going to talk about.
Go ahead. Before you come to my question, go ahead.
Yeah, so recently before I came on a mission out of Liberia, I joined a team of other civil society organizations to petition the next implement the MOU with political parties. And it has been the team's story for a long time. Even in the current election law, there's a motion that asks political parties to endeavor to ensure that at least 30% of each gender is represented on the party list. In addition to that, they have signed an MOU implementation has been very inactive. So we're calling on them. We've called on them to implement that. Unfortunately, the period for nomination has expired, and we're yet to see the effects of that. So I think the government has a lot to do with implementing their commitment. Yeah.
So what about the drug law? Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, talking about the drug law, I mean, I will say the same thing. The government needs to move from words to action. I mean, it's easy to talk, it's easy to write down a law, but I mean, who are the enforcers? Do they have the relevant empowerment to be able to implement the law? I think the government needs to tell the Liberian people what is the strategy to implement this law. It's important to have the law. It's very good to give them thumbs up for the decision, but we also think that the government needs to also announce strategy. So what are they doing to implement the law?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nata.
Okay. Okay. I want us to go back. I want us to go back to this thing because the first portion we read, we only talked about those that has to do with licensed importers. So the same penalties also apply to those who are unlicensed, those who don't have license to bring drugs in the country. And the drugs that they are talking about is not these ones like kush, like the other substances that are like harming the youth. I think these are regular medicinal drugs that they are talking about. So the law also applies to those who do not have the permission or do not have license to bring in drugs. You also face the same penalty as those who have license and are to import drugs, but they are importing these substances. It's the same. There's a 10 to 20 years if you go further down.
Yeah, 10 to 20 years. I read that.
And I'm happy that the Liberian government, the last time when Samuel and myself were on the radio talking about when the House of Reps approved this act, I was like, I know President Weah. I know he's an honorable man. I know that he's seeing the damages that the harmful substances is causing on the life of Liberian. Especially looking in the street where you will see people standing dancing by themselves, sleeping with their head, butting poles and all of that. And I know he's a very kind-hearted man that I told Samara that President Weah will approve this law when he come back to country. And surprisingly, my prediction came to pass. This is something that all of us may just see, maybe because it's on the paper. But if, like,
these things will take effect. It happened with rape to Ellen Kaufman when she signed it as she put it in the law as non-political crime. Now we are seeing how rape issue, how people take rape issue in this country right now. Once you hear about rape, it click to everybody's mind and they go against it. So I pray and hope that work will do the same for Trump.
Yeah, but you just heard her talk about the implementation process because Liberia, we are good at coming up with laws but to implement. So she spoke of those who are responsible to implement this law.
I was talking about the LDA. There are also that have been telling us that those people will go to ghettos, collect money from people, and leave without making any impact or arresting those people found with drugs. So if that's the issue, we as Liberians should make sure that they are reported. I told Samara the last time, I think they put that hotline, they are Samara. So you can also call that hotline. I don't think you've called talking about there is people here that have tons of drugs or there's a ghetto, I mean, it is disturbing me. I don't think LRA is a very noble institution. They will report to the authority. Or you can call the police active 911 and call for help. But the people are saying when they call these people, the people go, they will collect money from those people and they will let them go back into
So let's see if as to what was being done is probably it's something because it is given among everyone like Liberians. If you live in a community, you notice that this place is being sold here. You are to call the hotline or you are to contact whoever so that those areas can be free of drugs.
So it's not just on the government yet, it's for we as Liberians because we should be able to combat this thing. Once we name our children, this thing we have to talk to our children. Yeah, one of the things we come up together, we should be listening for trouble.
Okay. Yeah. So do we have any comment on our issues related to the drug issue we are talking about?
So let me just check it because we have less than 12 minutes.
Yeah, we can take calls.
Okay, so that's if we say the media has power. Imagine that everything we say here doesn't make sense, but the government is listening. Like for instance, look at the drug law. All through our been crying on drugs. Push right now. We are listening to us. So that's also. When I remember him for that one little good thing for our children.
And then the statement also said that's his way of combating drugs. At least other people who said in the past he was at the Sunday, he wasn't doing anything before his tenure can be over as president. Other people relate to some of these things.
Yeah, he passed the drug law.
One that they are boasting of is the freedom of speech. Yeah. Even though during Ellen's time it was here, but it was not as compared to now. Everybody got that when he had a causes and no prophet who can say anything, especially the idea, especially to the hand. They can say whatever they want to say.
This says Abraham Kumara, and this person says, I love you, Grace, for the perfect control.
Are you sure I'm coming from me? No. From other, you see the leg. Let me go there. Let me go there. No,
but it's like the two of you have really been interacting before, so maybe you did something to her along the line. Because whenever she says on the show and I tell her no, go to Samira, she'll say no, she wants to come to me.
She will answer me. Why? I know her cool.
Oh, come on. So let me see. Abraham. Yeah, Abraham said, I love you, Grace, for the perfect control. Wow.
Which control?
Come on. So she's asking Abraham, which control are you talking about?
Anyway, thank you very much.
So if you are still watching,
I'm happy that Abraham looked out for me this morning. Thank you. At least I have that control.
So Abraham, if you are still there, we want to know what's the control you are talking about. Abraham.
He has to be sensitive. Because
no, I'm grateful. At least Abraham remember me this morning.
Okay, so let's go to the lines. 0770907907, 0880907907 are the numbers that get you connected here to speak your mind about some of what we've been talking about this morning on the show. Good morning, Liberia, with these ladies from Bata Duncan, Grace Williams, Joshua, and Samira Wala. We are here this morning serving you breakfast. So all of what we've discussed as it relates to the drug law that has been signed into him bill by the president, and we also look at the issue of the Spoon group of companies that was closed last week. We also touched down on
President,
something we did not intend to bring. That was the PO, right?
Yeah.
We went around the PO a little bit where we have Daniel Yankuna and that of Julius Kanuba having their say on the platform. So whichever of these you want to talk about, call us on 0770 907 907 0880 907 907, and let's hear as to what you have to put forth on the program this morning. And you also listen to the president's statement as it relates to okay, let's take this. We lost that person. We hope you call back. 0770907907 0880907907 are the numbers that get you connected.
Okay, so like I always tell people, if you think Liberia will not get better, you're joking. Because this is our motherland, this is our alma mater, this is the only thing we have, and this is what we hold dear to our heart. So if we are to make Liberia great, we have to start by what we say in the open. So if you're coming back to Lasha, remember the little goods I have done for you and have contributed openly to Mama Liberia's success. The common pride we have, the common things we share is Mama Liberia. When Famata go out there, when she speak Kolokwa, I will look back. If I go out, Famata sees me, the way I walked, the way I dress, she will know I have something in me that connected to this unique country. So what we should preach, what we should be teaching is about loving our country. So like Famata and myself dived into Famata, Samurai and myself, we talk about the drug lord on a regular basis, and we are celebrating today that it has formerly been legal. That if you are caught with harmful substances, you will go to jail for 10 years without bail.
So Grazel.
Yeah.
If, for example, my son or my daughter is involved with this thing, should I also lodge the complaint if I should see them with these substances?
If I'll talk.
I want to make it personal this morning, so someone can understand it from that point.
Here is it. As for me, if I'm your mother and you are involved in such thing, I will try talking to you.
Okay.
If I talk and it's not working out, I'm seeing there's no results coming up, then definitely I'm going to report you.
So that your child is going to be in prison for some 5 to 10 years. Will you actually bear that?
Because I've tried my best. If I don't report you, then probably somebody will kill you in the street today or tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go to the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you calling from?
Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from Bomi.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, we just is awful. But the office is not awful. And the Labrador, it's a business. You keep somebody now you see with everything store or it does. When you call somebody now, they say, okay, the man is already drunk. The doctor on him, but you don't have evidence. You are not always. Are you going to be in the direction? And the officer is not over.
Okay.
I can pay for others that in the ground. I can went to the whole officer, and each time they said that they arrest the people.
Thank you ever so much. Thank you ever so much. 0770907907 0880907907 are the numbers that get you connected on the show this morning. Good morning, Liberia.
Okay, so as I was saying, the fact that I try my best over the time. Within 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, like 5 months, I'm just talking, and I'm not seeing any result. I'm trying my best, trying to keep you home to stop taking this particular substance, and you are still going ahead doing it. I better put my heart in hard. in cold water on me. Because I don't want you lying dead on the street tomorrow. Because if you are not taking this thing because you don't have money, then you are going to steal to be able to get money and take it. And if you are caught stealing, they are going to beat you. It's either you die there or they put you in some condition that I will feel real bad about and regret it for life.
Okay.
So I will make you to spend 5 years with you prison. After it, when you come out and see how you will be.
Grace?
Okay, that won't hold me on the spot. So I kind of thinking how do I respond to Famata. But trust me, if I even catch my daughters, because I don't have son, no.
Okay.
I just catch you smoking shisha, say. They just see carry say. I'll carry you myself. If I carry the police,
hello, they got the kind
even
of drugs.
shisha, my sister, shisha. Even shisha,
because you see that stuff where the people gather, they say 1, 2, and I don't know 4 or 5. That specific kind of drugs they're talking about.
My sister for me, I'm not going by that brother. If I just see Abigail, Alessandra, and Alicia, triple A mother, the triple A mother, when I see you people, even with Sisha or Sikari, and I carry the kodo, I carry you straight to your uncle in the army barrack. I carry to your uncle in the army barrack. Go stay there with your uncle Kwame and see if you'll be in front of him to small Sisha. Or this carry me, I get that for all I play the taco. I will carry her there, let it keep on there for. Let it just spend 2 years with our uncle Kwame.
But we even have, except where Uncle Kwame is someone who does not do it, because we also have some of these persons in our security setting that even do what we are talking about.
My brother is a very, very strict man.
Okay. I don't care how strict this person can be. This is why we suggest leave everything to go and keep it in prayer. Because if your child wants to sport, there's nothing you can do about it.
My sister, there are many things we should change that African mentality. I will swift on you right now. That is the issues in this country. Do you know that most of the children on the streets, most of the children that are smoking, most of the children doing drugs are not poor men children?
Of course not.
I stand to be corrected. They are not poor people children. They are people that have achieved, people that have money. Because the sympathy and the love we have for our children, that's why we allow them to live the way they want to live. Just come to think of you, Samara, being your mother. You, like for me, I don't have son. I will just the way down to myself, my stepmother. If I'm a time I was coming up, that lady used to give me my dad food to carry. When I carry the omen food, put the food down. Her only son she had, they call him Levi. I'm gonna be correct. I stand to be correct. I don't care how they probably will take it, but it's the fact. That Levi boy will leave from behind me, go and take that food somewhere. He will eat that food, eat over that food. When my stepmom asked me who carried the food inside, I said that I the one. She said, you carry the food inside and you ate over the food, come here. I said, Mommy, now let me eat that food. Mommy asked everybody, let me eat that food. Me and my sister, they call her Rose, who will start crying. She will say, Grace, you lying. You ate that food. Do your hands like this. I'll do my hair like this. She will use that food stick. She will beat my finger till I don't even know how to keep nails. Because my nails, my hand will always in. She will beat my finger. Another lady saying, by all, call her Mabo. Mabo will say, Magoni, ask your son. Ask your son. I can see him with things so that he can pass on my window and take things from the eye. God forbid. My child can steal. My child will never steal. And I have portion. And then woman children doing the stealing. She continues, guess what? The biggest so in needs arena that I bought.
Yeah, but not only parents.
Most often the women contribute to the children's well-being. We are the one that spend time with them. So if our children make mistakes, I think we should be the one to correct them. For mother said no, some mothers will protect their children even when they see the child doing wrong.
Some will actually
do it.
Some can do that.
But if they are doing that, it's not good for the children.
Some can do that. I have one of my aunts who, when her son started being abused to drugs newly, we told her, this is what is happening. This is what we have observed. And she said, no,
it can never happen.
Before. Until one evening, he brought certain client home. And one other girl in the yard so inquisitive and wanting to have some of this client. He told her, this is not okay for you. She said, I want some. And he gave her some that evening. It was a scene in the yard. That girl started it was not an easy thing. We had to send for food on the road for her because they said for those of them who eat it, they said when that happens or when you eat those things, you are not supposed to drink and all of that. And she drank water right after eating the kind.
But she innocent,
yeah,
you know.
and that's how every one of us got to know. Yeah, that's how every one of us got to know that he was into this thing. And from that day onward, the only thing that she's doing now is to like advise him.
I mean, I can
Because
tell
he's
any
already
parents,
involved into it.
I can tell any parents for the fact that somebody will come to you and say, "Oh, I saw your child doing this." You go to that
Call
child,
the child.
ask that child and be able to
Even if the child tells you no, I am not going to be watching.
Back the child up from the beginning, you're going to get shame at the end. You will be very shame.
But some of them also let's balance it. Some of them also parents are talking to them, but they've just decided not to listen. Some of them.
So man, just feel that life is okay. They're walking on top of the moon. My older brother and my mother left fighting for him. Each time they beat him, she will go take him, clean him. They will cut his veins, do all kinds of things. She would be crying, taking care of him. He left him. My mother died. He's still on the street. So these people are people that have made up their mind to be useless. Some of them they have made up their mind to just stay on the street.
They just want to be in the street. I don't care how you try your hard hands.
So people of such, instead of you waiting until disgrace come to you, you just place them somewhere, let them be there, where you know be providing. If that tastes left or whatever, they be providing it there for them. I believe that as they stay there, they will learn a lesson.
Yeah.
So our line actually have problem this morning, but you can keep putting your call on
0770907
I think that's the control AB is talking about.
0880907
I don't think that's the control.
Okay. That's the control. She just pointed and you started. So come on, I like that. Okay, let's take this person. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Are you there?
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, you are live. Your name and where you calling from?
Thank you very much. This is Alexander Tugbe. I call you from District Number 9, to be precise, 14th Street.
Okay.
Thank you for the program this morning. And I must applaud the government and even President Weah for passing this drug law.
Okay.
The drug law is something that will serve as a means of insecurity to us to some extent, and hope that the implementers will be able to implement this law rightfully.
Okay.
Yeah, and they will forget about money conscience and be able to serve the country as it is given to them to do or to perform that special task.
Okay, thank you.
What I want to recommend to the government is that
hello, are you there?
Hello, are you getting me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, creating a cell for these people is one thing. Taking somebody who is a drug user, carry them to prison is another thing. And then carrying that person for about not less than 5 years. I think my recommendation has to do with when you carry this person, you create recreation center.
Okay.
You also provide people who will go and be able to flush the drugs out of these people and carry them to these centers and create or make each of them to learn something. Then after the 5 years, when that person comes out, that person will also be able to start doing something on him or herself.
Okay.
That will be actually necessary, and I must give thanks and appreciation to the government again. Felicitation. Thank you very much.
Okay, for clarity, the main people the government of Liberia will be looking at are those importing drugs in the country. So the user are usually the victim. Okay, those using drugs are usually the victim. You can bail them if they are arrested. They can be bailed. They can be free. But the main people that will be held in contempt We all bill. Now you that manufacturing it, we're in Liberia. You that can go catch it, they say they catch it, other person with the other amount of drugs. No bill for you, no investigation. Set to say, once it's established, DEA quality on you, you bringing it. You're going to jail for 10 years.
Okay, 07709079070880 907. We can take just 2 more calls and we call it a day on the program. Good morning, Liberia. We've been here this morning. We've been here serving you breakfast and bringing you topics on different national issues. Grace.
I want to ask you.
Go ahead.
A political question, but asking you different way. Gary Yoko and shawarma as a Liberian, which one you prefer?
I like Gary Yoko.
Gary Yoko and shawarma. Shawarma. Samara as a Liberian, which one you prefer? Gary with egg, Gary Yoko with egg. You know,
when you're talking about what is in the ordinary Gary Yoko, we're talking about real Gary
Yoko. Everything, you know.
Everything. I prefer Gary Yoko because I eat it a whole day.
Because let me tell you the same, we want to not see it. I know how to face it. If I want to eat it today, I'll be able to face it tomorrow.
That's the part.
All the ingredients that I eat Liberia. So for me, Grace, I prefer Gary Yoko, yeah? I'm a Gary Yoko. Like the Oma can say, the devil, you know, is better than the angel that you have never seen. Okay, so that's it. We here today, this morning, serving you breakfast on Voice of Liberia 104.1, making sure that you are updated on training issues happening in Liberia. So, Samira, why you choose Gary Yoko?
I chose Gary Yoko.
I'm already told you.
Because number one, the shawarma. Me, I say I eat shawarma. Really like shawarma.
But you too, you very far. Look at the way you dress to say you choose Gary Yoko.
So I say there's not shawarma. Even where we can go back, the ingredient, the cabbage, we're going to meat form, all that kind of thing. But you see Gary Yoko, the one in the face with the beans, that beans. In my house, we call it you a kenny. It's either you kill me or I kill you. That particular beans. When you put it on it, then you put your onion. You put the egg, 2 boiled eggs.
And they see egg on there, 2 boiled eggs.
When you eat it, when
And
you
it's
sit down for
boiled
the whole day, you don't carry.
So
when you eat a curry, says when you're in, if you eat a curry, as you drink it, water, everyone in your stomach.
Mama, I want to ask a question before you end. What Grace told you Gary Yoko thing from?
You know what?
You bring it. So talking money for go.
Grace always.
Okay, I'm a typical Liberian. I prefer to be my dead black horse. When I'm going shooting, they say they can penetrate. Then they can't join in one machine where I know that they're so playing the face away tomorrow break down on me. Now, I just a motivational quote.
Okay.
But from a political standpoint, people they tell what you know, then they enjoy what you not see before.
Thank God I even know who you going to vote for, so I'm falling behind.
I'm calling me. I just talking.
I know. I even know who you
I
going
just telling
to vote for.
Liberians.
So
the one I can feel, we were passing your jaw law.
I ain't see that again.
I'll call you,
so that's how we come to an end. That's how we come to an end of the program. Good morning, Liberia. We've been here from Mata Duncan,
Samira Wonline,
and I'm Grace Williams Joshua.
Okay, we will be back here again tomorrow to serve you breakfast on this platform. Thank you ever so much to those of you who participated. For those of you who only listen, we say thank you as well. Ask somebody to be here again tomorrow, as we will be here to serve you breakfast, and we will continue being live on our Facebook and YouTube pages. So if you are there, you just leave your comments and we'll have them read on this platform. Thank you ever so much. This is how we like to go home on the program. Good morning, Liberia, this morning.